For over 35 years, Mr. James guarded the mighty gates of Engineer Williams' mansion like a human CCTV, rain or shine, unpaid overtime and all. With his faded uniform and legendary whistle, he was a permanent fixture, like the gate itself. Folks called him Gate Commander, not because of salary, which could barely buy suya, but for his unmatched loyalty. Uneducated, underpaid, yet unshakably proud, Mr. James stood tall. Behind those tired eyes and squeaky shoes was a man with more stories than a Nollywood series and secrets that could shake even the mansion's foundation.
Mr. James stands by the gate, his hand clutching his stomach. His face twists in discomfort as a sharp pain hits him. He looks around, trying to mask his distress. But on a fateful day, everything changed. A sudden, agonizing pain gripped Mr. James' stomach. It wasn't just the discomfort of old age, this was something different. His body, which had been a reliable companion for so many years, was betraying him. Mr. James looks around and then decides to move towards the back of the mansion, away from the main house. He heads towards a small, secluded area where a bushy thicket hides a secret spot known only to him. The camera follows him in silence as he stumbles, clutching his stomach. Mr. James, to himself, gasping for air. Lord, help me get through this. Mr. James crouches behind the bushes, trying to relieve himself. As he does so, his hand accidentally shifts a large dry leaf. Beneath the leaf is something unusual, 2 weathered, old duffel bags. His hands tremble as he pulls it out from the ground. The bags are heavy, almost as if they've been packed with something dense. It wasn't just the pain that shocked him. Beneath the dry leaves, he uncovered something far more unexpected than any illness. 2 large bags, buried deep beneath the earth. Mr. James looks at the bags with curiosity. He unzips them carefully, and his eyes widen as he sees bundles of cash. $100 notes. Mr. James, whispering in shock. What in the world? A group of armed robbers in black clothing, their faces obscured by masks, break into a large white businessman's home. There's chaos, shouting, and gunshots as they steal millions in cash and valuables. The money didn't just appear here by chance. It had a darker origin. Days earlier, a group of ruthless criminals had robbed a white businessman, a man whose wealth was the envy of many. They took everything he had, but not without a chase. The robbers were pursued by the police, but through cunning and skill, they escaped. The robbers, with bags of money, flee into the dense bush, desperate to hide their ill-gotten wealth. They dig a hole in a secluded area, burying the duffel bags in the ground before vanishing into the night. In their escape, they buried their loot deep within the very bushes Mr. James would one day stumble upon. The next morning, Mr. James is at his usual post by the gate. But his demeanor is different. There's a heaviness in his eyes. Engineer Williams pulls up in his car and steps out, noticing Mr. James standing there, but there's something off about him. Engineer Williams, calling out, James, how are you feeling today? Mr. James, forcing a smile. Better, sir. Thank you for asking. Engineer Williams, noticing his tense posture. You don't look well. Are you sure you're okay? Mr. James. I'll be fine, sir. Just needed some time to think. Later that day, Mr. James hands in his resignation letter to Engineer Williams. The camera focuses on his face, showing the struggle within him as he walks away from the mansion for the last time. Mr. James is now in a completely different light in Abuja. He's wearing a sharp suit, a far cry from the faded uniform he used to wear. He's overseeing construction on a large estate, then visiting his refinery site, and later walking through a new school he's had built. He's successful now, and the weight of his past life seems to have lifted. Mr. James transformed his newfound wealth into a flourishing empire. He invested the money into estate development, a refinery, and even schools, his way of giving back to a world that had been kind enough to show him this second chance. One day, Engr. Williams, who has fallen on hard times, walks into one of Mr. James' newly developed estates. He's looking for work. Mr. James sees him from a distance, his eyes widening with recognition. Mr. James softly to himself. Engr. Williams. After all these years. Mr. James approaches him with a smile. Mr. James, gently. I see life hasn't been too kind to you, sir. How can I help? Engr. Williams looks surprised at the kindness in Mr. James' voice. James, I never expected to see you again. I need work. Things haven't been the same since the business went under. Mr. James, grinning. Well, the world works in mysterious ways. Come, let's talk. They shake hands as the camera pulls back, capturing the moment of reconciliation between two men from different worlds.